Hey guys, today I'll be reviewing last night's Big Bash game. The Strikers taking on the Stars, and just like every other year, we just seem to lose to Melbourne Stars. Always mainly at the MCG, but it doesn't matter anymore. We always lose. We just can't find a way to win. Against the Melbourne Stars, and them being on the bottom of the ladder, we would have loved to win that, and big loss for us. And Big Calder on home was a bit injured as well, so that didn't help. Couldn't play. Fortin came back, didn't really do much. Shield came back, it was alright, I guess, but yeah, can't really do much about that. Got bowled out for 108, which was pretty bad. And top scorer in the end for us was Harry Nielsen with 40 runs, which is actually quite alright. And Stars, Joe Clark got 35, Rogers 51, Cartwright 16. They were great. Really, really annoying to lose to the Stars. But yeah, it's just poor inconsistency. And news came in this morning that Rashid Khan is quite pissed off at Australia for them forfeiting their Australia versus Afghanistan matchup. They've pulled out of it. Rashid Khan is quite pissed off, and as an outcome, he may never play in the Big Bash again. So, it just sums up the worst night ever in our history, pretty much. Quite annoying. Yes, but we can only look at the positives, and I guess the positives is Carey and Head come back into the lineup against the Heat, and possibly even big boy Calder Grand home, which will help us after a bad loss. Seems to always happen against the Melbourne Stars. There really isn't much I can say, but just not our night. We were horrible in every part of the field. I say catching as well, because Chris Lynn dropped that catch that, even though it was sort of tough, he probably should be taking them, Chris Lynn. He had a rubbish night, Lynn. Really awful. I don't know why he had such a bad night. Maybe it's because he's been playing at Adelaide Oval and you switch to MCG. It is very, very hard, especially for clubs like Brisbane Heat, Adelaide Strikers, even Hobart Hurricanes. They've got smaller home grounds. I mean, Brisbane Heat play the Gabba quite well, but they always find it much harder in terms of the pitch at the MCG, because they're quite different. And of course, Hobart Hurricanes and Adelaide Strikers having heaps of home games at Adelaide and Tassie. Their form is not great against the Melbourne Stars. They just seem to always find wins. Funny enough, Melbourne Stars' only victories this season have been twice to us, and once to the Hobart Hurricanes off the back of that Joe Clark century. And yeah, I'm not backing in the Brisbane Heat to beat them, especially not at the G. At the Gabba, they should probably win that, though, the Heat. I don't know what the excuse was for us to lose to them at home. That was just really, really poor. They didn't even have Marcus Stoinis playing last night. They didn't even have to use Bo Webster, can you believe? Every single time where the Stars have been close to getting a win this season, Bo Webster has put absolute his heart and soul out with the bat and the ball. So, for the Stars not to use Bo Webster with the bat and ball clearly shows that they were way, way, way too good for us last night. We just got to bounce back. Tomorrow against the Heat, hopefully we can. And I'll see you in the next review then.